Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 11th episode of the 6th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, this is available for the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Now, last episode was actually really interesting. Amy was poorly. Sheldon come round to obviously nurse her back to health, and she started milking it. You know, she was actually enjoying everything that was going on, being waited on, and he was touching her, he was getting closer, you know, he was rubbing stuff on her chest. She was really getting into it, and you know, she let it continue about 3 or 4 days after she got better because she enjoyed obviously Sheldon being there. Now Sheldon found this out after doing a test when she was asleep. He took a swab of her cheek, classic Sheldon, went and tested it and figured out that she was no longer sick. So he's come to tell her off, and she said, look, okay, right, that's fine, I deserve to be punished. And he said, well, just like my father done to me, I think you need to be punished, get bent over the knee. And he started spanking her. Amy's loving it. Again, it's put her in another situation where she's, you know, he's having a great time, and obviously she's asking for harder as he's hitting her. So that was interesting as well. And last episode, Howard was getting closer to Bernadette's dad, you know. Both of them are not really getting on very well, even though I do think that Howard is missing like a dad figure in his life, and if he can work it out and get closer, he's going to be really loving it. And he went to go and try and bond over a fishing weekend, but then Howard was like, I'm, you know, not really a fisher, I don't really know what I'm doing. And they said we can go gambling instead. So it was good to see them two obviously getting closer together. And I also seen in today's episode that it's a potential Christmas episode, which is fantastic because we all know that the Christmas episodes that we've had so far on the show are probably being one of the highlights of each season. So today I'm hoping we get that as well, and I cannot wait for it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Okay, now holding sides of hearth in position, lower mantelpiece assembly onto top tabs. You're so butch.
Oh, I got a little paper cut. Before I forget, Saturday I'm planning a little Dungeons and Dragons night with the guys.
Is having a real-life girlfriend who has sex with you getting in the way of your board games?
A little bit, yeah.
Great! I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned this earlier. You're not invited. We men need to break free from the shackles of civility and get in touch with our primal animalistic selves.
By rolling dice and playing make-believe with little figurines.
Like a bunch of savages.
Saturday night, but I've been working late all week. That was going to be our night.
But I have to go. We play as a group. If I'm not there, then everyone will blame you. They'll be all, Bernadette ruined everything. She's the worst.
You're an idiot.
I'm your idiot.
He's talking about a big D&D game at his place.
Saturday night just went from crazy to epic.
You know, I actually think something about that is it's true, isn't it? You know, if you just want to spend a weekend or a day or something, come home from work, and I'm speaking from a guy's perspective, and just like get on the PlayStation or have a games night like these, you know, the girlfriend's never happy with it. They're just not, like, no matter how many times, like, out of the 4 weeks in the month, right, you can ask for one night and they're not happy with it. You know, whole night of not seeing you, you know what I mean, just sitting there wasting your time away playing the games. That's literally how they view it. Yeah, you know, they'll do all this time going out doing makeup and stuff, and from a guy's perspective, I don't care. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, you do whatever you want, sound, you know what I mean, go out every single day, not bothered. If you wanted one day chilling like them, you know, everybody's like, really, we was going to do this, we was going to do that. Literally everybody made a comment. So it's going to be interesting. But like I said, I'd like it if all of them played, to be honest. It would be fun. Especially if it's like people like Amy who wants to join in and obviously get good at the games. And I always want Penny to get clever. You know, that's not the right word, but become smarter so she can engage in the conversations. And I do like it when the girls end up showing the interest in what the guys end up, because obviously they're kind of like in their own little field of interests, and it's good when everybody's involved.
All right, Sheldon, to start our quest, you need to open this little Christmas gift I got you.
A Christmas gift? You know I don't enjoy Christmas. Trees indoors, overuse of the words tis and twas. Oh, a scroll. I like scrolls. Your quest begins in a secret northern village of elves who have all been massacred. Your task is to rescue their leader from a dungeon of ogres. That leader's name, Santa Claus. But no.
Okay, here we go. You find yourselves in the smoking remains of Santa's village. Clearly, a great battle has taken place.
Oh man, the first monster I see, I'm gonna sneak up behind him, whip out my wand, and shoot my magic all over his ass.
Signal my contempt for your cruel plan to shove Christmas joy down my throat by making a gesture that says, get a load of this guy.
Spellcasters in the back, warriors in the front.
Screw that noise, I'm going in. Hang on, Santa, I'm coming for you.
You run into a room full of weapons, hit a tripwire, blows your face off, you die, you're out of the game.
Cannon, am I really out of the game?
Lucky.
Doesn't anyone have a rod of resurrection? Get in here with your rod and give it to me.
Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt your little game, but I thought you'd like to see what you're missing out on. So, Bernadette?
Hey, where are they going?
And there's Amy, and I myself am wearing a little number that got me out of 2 speeding tickets and jury duty.
Can I come with you? My character died.
Sorry, Raj, it's girls' night out.
Maybe another time.
Come on.
Girls' night.
So what's the plan? Are we gonna teach our fellas a lesson by getting stinking drunk, luring strange men into the bathroom, and turning the toilet stall into a temple of the senses?
Can we get another bottle of champagne for the table? Don't worry. It's my treat. Nothing makes me happier than the chance to spoil a lady.
Hey, let's help Raj meet a girl tonight.
Raj, you're a great guy. You're in a bar full of single women. Let us help you.
A couple of things. Don't tell them I come from money. I want them to love me for me. Okay, an 8 is acceptable if she's willing to bring another 8 to the hot tub.
Bottom line, you'll take any woman who'll have you, right?
In a New Delhi minute.
These miniatures in my store.
Oh, yeah, I got them on Amazon.
Why support a friend when you can support a multinational conglomerate that is crushing the life out of that friend?
You come to the end of the tunnel and find a large chest. What do? And Howard, do not say, I feel up the large chest.
I walk up to the large chest, bury my face in it, and go.
Glowing letters appear on the chest that read, if squashed to death you wish not to be, sing of Svati Vaclav and his victory.
What, who the hell is Svati Vaclav?
Walls are getting closer.
Oh boy. Hey, Svati Vaclav is better known as Good King Wenceslas from the beloved Victorian Christmas Carol. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel.
Oh, stop, you're safe.
That was amazing, Sheldon.
How did you know that?
With the memory of my grandparents, me, Ma, and Pop-Up singing Christmas carols, while I sat in front of the fire and tried to build a high-energy particle accelerator out of Legos.
The thing is, right, this game that they play in Dungeons and Dragons, I've never really been into that type of game before. It's always just been like a PlayStation game. But like, you know, they do that on D&D in it, on Stranger Things. That's what they was playing. And did he make it up as he go along? Is there no real set structure to it? Is it just a board? And obviously, like, this one guy at the end, like he's got, who rolls the dice and then he reads the things out. But, like, obviously, he's just said to Howard, you go towards a chest, what do you do? Like, there's no set plan. Howard could just say, oh, I just leave it. Or he could just say, he rubs his face in it. Or he says, I open it. You know what I mean? And then that changes the course, the direction of the game. Do you know what I mean? Because then, when he rolls his dice again, Leonard, then does he read off like a structure of the next step, or does he make that next step up as well? Do you know what I mean? So like, he's rolled it and Howard's like, I go to the chest and I open it. Then Leonard's like, the walls start caving in. Or could he have said, you know, great, you picked up a sword, now you're walking down this corridor. Do you know what I mean? Like, is there a set structure to it, or is it literally you just keep making it and making it and making it up until you actually roll like they done with Raj, and then it said, oh, you've been shot and killed, and then that's how the game ends for that character?
Like he's doing pretty good.
Now, of course he is. Look, that girl just got dumped by her boyfriend. She's angry, she's drunk, and her favorite movie is Slumdog Millionaire. So, how'd it go?
Great, I bought her a couple of drinks and she gave me her email address.
Jennifer, and not even if you were the last guy on Earth, .loser.
Why can't I find someone? I'm smart, I've got a cool job, and my naturally bronzed complexion means I can pull off mustard yellow in a way most guys can't. True. I'm always attracted to women I can't have. I do it all the time. I did the same thing with the two of you. There was a time when I had a thing for Penny, and I thought she was into me too because she got drunk and naked and climbed into bed with me.
You like Bernadette also?
That was before Penny. I make it a rule to only fall for one of my friend's girlfriends at a time.
Probably had a thing for me too.
Not yet.
No, not really.
Come on, Raj, not even a little bit?
Think harder.
Nope. I guess the heart wants what the heart wants, or in this case, doesn't. I mean, at all.
Ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessed.
Okay, you leave the room and find yourself standing before a pool of melted snowmen.
No melted snowmen. Are there carrots and lumps of coal in the water?
I tell you, this is the most holiday fun I've had since my therapist changed my anxiety medication and I stopped caring about the blood in my stool.
What are you
Bit
drinking there?
detailed.
Little eggnog?
Yes. But is there a problem?
No, it's nice to see you enjoying a holiday beverage. Sheldon, you know all the Christmas stories and the carols. You've got an eggnog mustache going on there. Just admit it. You're getting a little Yuletide spirit.
Don't be silly.
I grew up in a house full of crazy academics. Instead of leaving Santa milk and cookies, we had to leave him a research paper. C- 4 years in a row.
Yeah, I'm familiar with your work. C- was your gift.
Fine. I'm used to being the girl who never gets looked at twice. Didn't have my first kiss till I was 22, and the guy only did it so I give him back his insulin.
I understand. In 7th grade, I played spin the bottle and it landed on Alina Shankar. She said if I came near her, she would break the bottle and cut me. Sometimes I get so lonely, I sit on my left hand until it goes numb. Then I put it in my right hand and pretend I'm holding hands with another person.
Sometimes the left hand tries to cop a feel.
Nice to talk to someone who understands what it feels like to be alone.
It is, isn't it? Someday you'll have somebody too.
Thank you. I hope she's half as lovely and amazing as you are. Now that I know she doesn't like me, kind of into her.
The drawbridge is lowering. You did it. The drawbridge is down. Chained to the wall, you see a bloodied and beaten Santa Claus.
You found Santa. Christmas is saved.
First, I cast a spell of paralysis on Stuart and Howard. Jolly old Saint Nick, we meet again. Yeah, I believe the last time we spoke was in the Baybrook Mall in Galveston, Texas. And you asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And I told you my pop-pop, because that was the year my grandfather died. I missed him, and I wanted him back. Bring him back, did you? No, instead, I got Lincoln logs. Now, I hope the ogres feast on your bones. I take the skeleton key, and I toss it into the chasm, and on the way out, I give Santa a swift kick in his bowl full of jelly.
To be fair, though, it did kind of confirm that you could just make up your story as and when you go along, and it's deep what he was just saying there, but in reality, you know that you can never bring somebody back from the dead. It's not, you know, a fantasy game. It was real life, and I understand that he wanted his grandpa around, but it's never going to happen, is it? So you can't go all your life blaming Santa for it when you clearly know that that was not a realistic thing that he could have requested.
Santa?
Oh, hello, Sheldon. Sorry I disappointed you when you were a little boy. I can do a lot of magical things, but unfortunately bringing your pop-pop back isn't one of them.
Oh, he's killing him.
This is for leaving me in the dungeon to be eaten alive by ogres.
Hang on. In my defense.
Ho, 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 you big dork!
See, he kind of just said what I was just saying there. Like, even Sheldon understands that the request to bring his grandpa back was not realistic. You know what I mean? Santa may be magical and maybe be able to deliver presents to every house on the planet, but he's not able to bring people back from the dead. Do you know what I mean? That goes beyond his means. So he understands that and he's just acknowledged it. But how many times do we get these weird Sheldon daydreams and all that stuff that he has? It's always about Star Trek and that. I think this is like the first time we've seen it something different, obviously with Santa as well. Now, in today's episode, you know, Raj, again, well, he went on the pool with the girls. That wasn't his intention, actually. He got killed from the game and obviously utilised his time to go out and spend it with the girls on the ladies' night, and they was trying to hook him up. And why could that not have gone well? Do you know what I mean? Why could he not have had a bit of Christmas joy? He could have actually got a date. He didn't have to get somebody's emails shooting him down. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would have been nice to see him going out there with no intention of like, the best time is to go out there with no intention of trying to find a date and somebody coming over to you or meeting somebody out of the blue that has a nice interest in you, and you know that would have been a good present, a good Christmas spirit, do you know what I mean, for him, and he could have left happy. Obviously he still left happy, but under different pretenses, you know what I mean, different context. So the guys had their night, the girls had their night. Probably say that the girls was a bit more successful, because I wouldn't say Sheldon ruined the game for them. After listening to it, you can kind of understand why he done it. But to play and go through all that and all that time to get to the end, to have it basically not finished because obviously he has his own little deep kind of revenge brewing, it's crap for them, you know what I mean? Like Leonard said, spent doing this when I could have been out with my girlfriend having sex, and I kind of get it, but, you know, both of them ended up having, I like girls and boys night, you know what I mean? I like it when people spend time together with their group, and can't really blame Raj as well for kind of offending Amy. He didn't mean it in a bad way. Should have read the room though. There was hinting, he didn't take it, but at least he resolved it at the end. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know, the girls, they did look very flashy, didn't they? You know, in the dresses. They look really, really good. I'd like to see them having some club nights, to be honest. Remember when he went out and Sheldon went with them and he went dancing? I thought that was really interesting. I actually enjoyed that. I didn't know Sheldon had those moves in him, and Amy was enjoying it as well. I think it'd be good if we have more situations like that. It'd be really fun to me anyway, personally. I think it's really good when we go out clubbing and dancing, and obviously I feel like the girls need to do more of that. I feel like it's fun when they let their hair down, and you know, in today's episode they did try and help Raj out, and it was just unsuccessful. And you know, it makes me wonder, is he ever going to get a date? Is he ever going to be with somebody? I feel like it's not. I always say that with his Howard's mum. I don't think we're ever going to see her. I feel it's going to be like the reoccurring gag, you know, the whole time throughout the show, like who is it, and we never find out. And I feel like it's going to be that with Raj as well. You might have a girl dip in here or there, but I don't feel like he's ever going to actually find that true happiness, you know. When he was talking about sitting on his hand and making it go numb, you first thought it goes to something different just because that's the way it is. But he was saying he basically holds his other hand, so it makes it feel like he's got a companion there. Mate, how actually sad is that? You know, if you think of it on a deep level, it's really, really sad, and hopefully we can progress past this stage, because I enjoyed the side of him earlier on in the season when he was chilling and bouncing and having a good time with Stuart, and it's good to see him back in today's episode, to be honest, involved in guys' night, you know, playing the games. That was actually fun, and he is true as well when he was saying to Raj, you know, do you hear the stuff that you actually say? Because he does say loads of mad things, doesn't he? And knowing Raj and his personality and his character, he has no intention of how everybody perceives him, like in, you know, in the way he says his things. He just says it and just rocks with it, and he's just basically just being flamboyant and outspoken and just fun. And obviously, like, because people have got dirty minds and listen and interpret it, you know, they listen to it and they think, mate, the context of that is a bit strange, isn't it? But I hope he never changes his character, to be honest. I hope that if Raj was to meet somebody, that it was Raj that we know today, and it's not a changed personality to adapt and evolve into somebody just so he can be with people, because he should be loved for himself, and I actually really like his character, and it's good. You know, I always praise when Raj has more screen time, because I feel like the lack of companionship that he has, and obviously I feel like the season with the introduction of, well, not introduction, but like the use of Stuart, the way we've done it, it provides him with more time that we can watch him, and you know, I do enjoy it. You know, he is a character that I do enjoy, and I always wish that he has more screen time, so when we get it, it's all for it, and I'm happy, you know, I'm happy to see it progress forward. So that's where we are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.